So why don't you tell us how you got started from your career path, and you can start if you want from your educational background to where you are now, and you take us on this journey.
Sure. I actually went to college to do marine biology. Long story short, that wasn't a viable path for my university. And I was sort of wandering around, and I was tutoring and got a job doing the computer support for the office that did tutoring. And I said, computer supporting learning. And we didn't have a major in that. This was a long time ago now, I confess. But we did have a program where you could create your own major. And I designed my own major in computers and learning, and that's been my career ever since. It's taken strange twists and turns for sure, but that's been it. My first job out of college was designing and programming educational computer games. And that sort of has been a recurrent theme throughout my career. I realized we didn't know enough about how to do this, so I went back to get a PhD in what ended up being effectively applied cognitive science. The lab I was in was looking at interface design. My twist on it was learning experience design. I then did the academic route for a while, did a postdoc, got a university position teaching interface design, but my research passion, I realized, was still, instructional technology, computers for learning, and again, included games and things. And then for complicated reasons, I jumped off to a couple government-sponsored initiatives in online learning that were sponsored by at the time I was in Australia. And then I was looking to come back to the US. The birth of our son triggered a homing instinct, sort of. And I joined up with the guy who'd hired me out of college, ended up being the guy who hired me back from Australia and to join a startup. And then, 2001, that exploded like so much more. And since then, I've become an independent consultant. Went from a euphemism for unemployed to a way of life. And that's been pretty good. Mm-hmm. So along the way, it's involved lots of things. So, I've managed to play with most of the technology. So games and mobile but it's always been that focus. How do we apply what we know about how our brains work to design solutions to best match with us and make us the most effective and we can be?